Mu mutanen Zamfara ne. Sannan wannan sana'a kuma da muka yi to ba barayi bane mu. Abinda muka so a gyara mana Najeriya tsaf sai mu sake wata sana'a amma in ba a san wannan. Mu mutanen Zamfara yanzu haka ba mu cikin garin mu muna cikin local government din mu yanzu haka ba mu bacci kuma su na koro mu mutanen nan mun ka tserike mun ka dawo nan ne mun haka mu wannan sana'a shikenan alhamdulillah a hada mu baba muna cikin lalura muna so a dan taimaka mana da ko wasu ƴan kuɗi ne mu je mu saki sana'a.
The activity is very, very terrible. They Babam Bola, they have turned something else now. In fact, they are criminals. To call the sheriff itself, they are criminals. They even kidnap, they steal anything, even foul, they see and put inside their bag, they kill and put. Even inside that bag now is weapon. If you come to fight them now, they will come and fight you. They even jackknife everything inside there. If you come to fight them, they will attack you.
Would they buy motor? Would they buy person car? Better one. Do one way good, do one way no good. Would they buy? So in a better business, we know they for that can rubbish what people that they talk.
To combat armed robbery, kidnapping, vandalism, and other forms of criminal activities in the Federal Capital Territory, a ban has been placed on metal scavengers, also known as Babangbola or Maibola, within the city. This ban by the FCT administration is being enforced by the FCT police. It follows the outcry by residents as a result of the high level of criminal activities in the territory.
The ban is coming from the numerous complaints we've been receiving of the activities of these scavengers. They pose under the these guys that they are scavenging, those Babambola. They, instead of staying within their activities, they go beyond that. They steal personal properties of the residents, and they pose as a threat to the insecurity within the FCT. We banned their activities, and we try to arrest them based on that ban and charge them to court.
According to the Oxford Dictionary, scavenging is defined as the search and collection of anything still usable from discarded waste. It is said to reduce the amount of solid waste at dump sites, as some households sell some of their unserviceable items to scavengers instead of discarding them at dump sites. Over time, many public utilities like manholes and streetlights have been targeted for vandalism, and robbery is said to have the footprints of scavengers. Some scavengers who commit crime hide under the guise of scavenging from refuse bins and collecting waste in neighborhoods across the city. Some of the waste collectors who have access to people's homes have been accused on several occasions of perpetrating criminal acts, which include theft, kidnapping, drug trafficking, and destruction of property. Mr. Onyeka, a trader at Apple Mechanic in Abuja, listed several atrocities of scavengers, stating that there are different categories of Babangbola in FCT.
They move with bag. Those ones can even stay children. Those ones not thief. They are not anything at all. But you see, during working hours now, there's people that move around and buy things. Those ones doesn't steal. So they don't steal. They go and buy and sell. Even one kiss a little baby, put it inside the bag. For the mother to go inside and come out, she started looking for this. Before they see Babambola, the child is there, dead. Eventually leave anything on there. Maybe if you come again, we will not see. I even have opportunity to meet them one early morning. I came back from night vigil. For me to come and pray, see them under that place. I chase them like they say.
Other residents who had either experienced or heard of the criminal activities of Babangbola are also sharing their experience.
Because they carry my neighbor jail. Jail, they on jail outside. Small time, they cut off jail. Before we know, they crazy. Before we know, we see Babambola just carry the generator, put it in sack. But I don't even feel offer myself. We follow up, go hold on. Big time, well. As one do anyhow, they come outside people come and say more liver. We call it the jail liver.
They came to my house from the back door to my inside house. They carried my wife charcoal pot and the other available things there.
But given its population and modern setup, tons of waste are generated daily in Abuja city, which explains the large presence of scavengers within the city. These scavengers are accused of moving from house to house at different hours of the day in the guise of collecting trash. Some are also found on streets within the city center, digging through trash cans and searching for recyclable items such as plastic, iron, or aluminium. In an exclusive interview with the police public relations officer, Josephine Ade, she said the ban and arrest of scavengers so far in the FCT has reduced the security threat posed to residents.
Since we started arresting them, a lot of complaints have been reduced. A lot of these criminal activities they perpetrate within the FCT have been reduced. And some of these scavengers, they don't only, they are destroying most of the infrastructure within the FCT. Like the manholes that we paraded today, we recover some of them from them.
Unskilled and unemployed youths are mostly found in this trade. They see it as a survival strategy to collect material, sort and sell them out for reuse or recycling. With rising levels of poverty and a high rate of unemployment, Nigeria is just one out of many developing countries that are involved in this scavenging business. Although the enforcement of this ban would not only affect the earnings of thousands of trailer drivers and owners, it would also likely disrupt the operations of recycling companies as they source their raw materials cheaply from scavengers. On the 11th of April 2022, the Federal Capital Territory Police Command had paraded not less than 98 scavengers suspected to be criminals. They will be profiled and taken to court. Rootstv also visited some scavengers in Abuja. They have denied involvement in any criminal activity, adding that buying scraps is their only means of survival. Musa Adamu, who is a scavenger, came into Abuja from Zamfara State and has blamed the influx of criminals into the FCT on Nigeria's security problems.
Because this wahala where they pursue people, where they come Abuja, gather Abuja everywhere. This is where they ask me say, Babambola is the thief. Babambola na better business. Would they buy motor? Would they buy person car? Better one. Do one way good, do one way no good. Would they buy? So na better business. We know they for that kind rubbish what people they talk. We know the tip. Would they buy? Would they carry money? Would they buy market? Would they carry trailer? Would they go salon?
This business. Now we they get something where they eat. Where benefit for them, depending on their business. Because if government stop it, we're not feeling happy. Me, what I see here, we are not the one where they pick something inside or person keep somebody go steal. Or was that people where back out with it? They see with big bag, where they come inside the bag. We here always see we person come like mechanic if you repair something. Or move on. They don't call me buyer. They give me money. We are not stealing something here.
A question that remains unanswered is this: how will the police check crime, as there are no alternative jobs readily available to accommodate a large number of scavengers that will be affected by the ban? Also, what measures have been put in place to monitor them so as to know those committing